Hey, what's up guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. So this is day 2 with no allergy medicine. I feel like I'm alive again. I feel like a new person. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of the update on my fish room. So we're going to go around tank by tank again so you can show you guys just what we got going on in each tank. I'm going to do it a little differently than I did at the first one. I absolutely hate tank glare and will take whatever time it takes to avoid it. So what I've done is I've turned all the lights off, and I'm only going to have the lights on each individual tank. Alright, without further ado, let's head on to the tanks. Okay, in this tank we have the American koi guppies. These are one that I got off of Aquabids. Again, these are called American kois. These aren't the normal kois. You may have seen Michael just got some of them from an auction. They don't look anything like normal kois. We're assuming maybe some of the red, white, and blue in them is how they got their name. Not 100% sure. You can see right now that there's probably 30 or 40 fry in here. This is one of the only tanks that has Java moss on it, so they have a place to get away. Okay, the next tank that we have, we've got Nebula steel guppies in it. And then we also have autosynclus in it. These are some of the guppies that I got from Michael. I only have one female now. One of the other females died a couple of days ago. There's probably, if you look around in there, you can see there's probably 10 or so fry that they've already had. The autosynclus in here, I think there's about 5 or 6 of those maybe total in here. Okay, the next tank that we have, these are the Panda Guppies. This is another strain that I got from Michael. They're all looking good. Everyone's still alive. I don't think any of these have dropped any fry yet. Alright, so the next tank that we have is the half black guppies. This is another strain that I got from Michael. See the male up here. So I had 2 females. They were full grown when I got them, so I'm not exactly sure how old they were, but they both got huge with babies, and then within about 2 days of them both having their babies, they both died. I think they were just too big, because if you look in here and you see all the babies, there's probably 50 or so that are in there. I mean, they had a bunch. And this tank is being taken over by ram's horn snails. I don't mind the snails at all though, because they keep all the leftover food cleaned up. Okay, here we are at the next tank. This is the Bluegrass Guppies. This is another strain that I got from Michael. Both these females have both had already had fry. As you can see by the mass of humanity in here, there are literally hundreds of fry in here. And you'll see when the female comes by again, she's huge and ready to have more. This tank, it has the Spanish Dancer Guppy. These are another one that I got off of Aquabid. They came from the same one as the same seller as the American Koi. One of these females has had fry probably about 3 weeks ago. Maybe 8, 10 or so in here. These guys have some pretty cool markings on their tails. The older these males get, the more I like them. This tank has the green cobra guppies in it. Another strain that I got from Michael's Fishroom. They've had at least one thing of fry. I'm not sure how many are in there. I see both females. They're both pretty pregnant again. This tank has the black cobra guppies. These guys I really like. These also came from the same one that the Spanish Dancers came from, and the American Koi. Sparkles on Aquabid. The male, I love his the iridescent black that's on him. It's just really cool. I don't think any of these have had any fry yet. They were kind of young when I got them though. This tank has the yellow cobra guppies in it. Again, this is another one from Michael's. You know, you can see that some of these tanks have guppy grass in them, some of them don't. I bought a whole bunch of guppy grass from a guy here local that was selling it like by the 3-gallon bucket loads. I bought it not knowing really whether or not I want it. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like the mess that it ends up making. I'm thinking about instead maybe separating the females when they look like they're about close to being, or you know, when they're gravid, when they're close to having their young, into a separate tank and use that tank as a grow out tank. These guys have had fry I think once. There's 5 or 6 that that I think I typically see. Okay, so this tank is the red tuxedo guppies. This is another one from Michael's. This has been the most prolific of the bunch, as I think they've already had 3 different sets of fry. You can see one of the females down here just had her fry, I think, earlier today. She's sitting down at the bottom with her stomach just completely sunken in. But this is another one where there's just hundreds of a fry in here. This is also another tank where the ram's horn snails have just taken over. Here's finally a shot of this male. This one has the Twisted Galaxy Guppy. I know these name tags are hard to see as I've got some of the lights turned off to cut down on the glare. These also came from the same breeder, Sparkles, that had the Spanish Dancers, American Koi. I love the dual coloration on this male. Just looks so good. Couple of pretty pregnant females in there. I think there's a few fry in here if I remember right. Yeah, there's a couple of them right there. I don't think there's more than maybe 5 in here. All these ones that are from Sparkles, these were all I bought in 2 trios. So the other male is back there in the back. Thanks again, guys, for joining me for another Fishroom update. I promise this time I won't go as long as I did before. I know you guys are interested in seeing exactly what's going on, and I really appreciate you guys so much. I really want to thank all the new subscribers. You guys have just been just a blessing to see everyone come on board. If there's any content you guys want to see or anything you want to know a little bit about me, please leave some comments. Love to be able to communicate with you guys no matter what it's about. Thanks again, guys, and God bless.